won't hear anything. Okay? I want you to tell me when you can just barely hear the sound, and then I'm going to keep turning it up until you tell me to stop. And I want you to tell me to stop when it gets comfortably loud for you. Okay? If I turn it up too much, let me know and I can turn it back down again. Okay?
I think I heard something.
Not yet.
Oh.
It might have been
I'm
this
going to
thing.
start now.
Okay.
Okay. Do you still hear something there?
No, I don't.
When it's comfortably loud for you, okay?
That's nice. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. You're doing the same ones, aren't I? Yeah.
I'm just turning it up a little bit.
Oh, that's too loud.
That's too loud.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Listen for another one and let me know when you just barely hear something, please.
Are you starting from the low again? Oh, okay. Because I can't.
No.
Here. Here. Here.
So let me know once it gets comfortable for you.
That's better. Yeah. It's too loud.
That's too loud.
That's better.
That's good, okay. I'm gonna do another one. So we'll go back to the really soft beats.
That sounds a little different sound.
You can hear that already?
I think. Something. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear that. Still here. That's good. Oh, that one's up too high.
That's a bit
I
high.
might need it up high, I don't know.
Okay. All right, one more.
That's it. Hear that. No, no. Okay. Okay, that one's up high.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
Is the volume loud or it's just the tone is really high pitch?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
hear something.
It's not going to sound normal.
No.
You may not recognize anything. It may just be noise, and that's okay. This is the worst hearing that you're ever going to have from your cochlear implant,
Okay.
and then it starts to get better as soon as this afternoon.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready?
Okay.
You can hear your own voice.
Yeah, oh, that's... Okay. That's funny. I can't hear any sounds. So
Well, there's no
it's just...
so there's no sounds right now. I just wanted to make sure that you were comfortable, but you can see when you're talking,
Oh,
you're
I see.
hearing your own voice through the implant.
I don't know whether I hear my own voice or not, because I got the...
Why don't you take your other hearing aid out for a
Turn it
moment?
off?
Sure.
Okay. No, I can't hear I don't hear my voice.
Okay, so let's make a little adjustment.
Try now. Just see if I can hear myself. Oh, that's better. I can hear what I'm saying, but it sounds far away.
Okay.
Like it doesn't sound like this here.
No, and it won't
Okay.
for a long time, but you need to practice with it.
Okay.
So the goal is to make sure that you can hear sounds, and then your brain will learn what those sounds mean.
Okay.
But you're not going to sound the way you remember, at least right now. But as time passes and with more experience, things will start to sound more like you remember.
Okay.
Now, is your hearing aid turned off right now?
Yes.
And are you understanding what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wow.
But it sounds a little far away.
So let me make a little change. I just made another little adjustment.
That's not so good.
What changed?
I-
Is it too loud now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And what about now? Does that sound more comfortable? Or is it still too loud?
It sounds like sort of like there's one loud noise somewhere, but not in the whole thing.
Okay. Now, I'm going to make some sounds, and I just want to make sure that you can hear. So if I say, ah, ooh, e.
I'm watching your mouth.
That's okay, that's okay.
A,
E, E,
yeah,
So you're hearing all those sounds,
Yes.
and they sound similar to the way that they're supposed to sound. How is the volume?
The volume's okay. It's just, it's different from what you're used to hearing.
100%. So you may feel that it's a bit hollow or a bit echoey,
I may feel it's
a bit of a hollow feeling
yes,
or a bit echoey,
yes.
and that's very normal. You may also feel that sounds are a bit metallic or tinny because you're getting a lot of the high-pitched sounds that you're usually missing.
Okay.
But the way you're hearing right now is totally different than the way you hear with your natural ear.
Yeah.
So it's the first time that your brain has ever heard this electronic sound, so it doesn't sound really natural. We expect that you will wear your speech processor throughout the entire day. So from first thing in the morning until bedtime, even if you're by yourself. Because the more you're using it, the more your brain is going to adapt and adjust to the sound, and the better the sound will become.
Is it better for me to have this on right now?
So, you're used to your hearing aid. It's what's familiar to you.
Yeah.
The sound from your implant is completely foreign, so there is some benefit to taking off your hearing aid and really forcing yourself to have to listen to this new funny sound. Having said that, we expect you'll hear better with both. So if you're going out or if you're going to the stores, I would use both. Eventually, we expect that you
If I'm going out or to the store,
use both the implant and the hearing aid.
use the implant as a hearing aid.
Use them both sides.
Use both. Okay.
But at home, if you can practice for about an hour a day with just the implant, it will really help you learn how to hear with the implant.
So should I can't read, but I can see the computer. So should I just read stuff from the computer out loud?
Reading out loud is not ideal because you know what you're saying, so it doesn't really force you to have to.
So how do I practice the best way?
If you're able to see the words on the computer, I would recommend listening to an audiobook. And there are lots of different websites that read the book to you, but you can follow along with the words. So that way you're hearing something, but if you're not sure what they're saying, you can also see what they're saying.
Okay. My granddaughter sent me from Sunnybrook.
Okay.
And I did go into it to sort of see. I found with my sight, the words were going a bit too fast for me to get the sound at the same time. So I don't know if there's any way I can slow that down.
So there are all sorts of different listening activities that are available online. And throughout the next several months, we'll be giving you suggestions for things that you can work with. For this week, I really just want you to get comfortable using the device
Getting used to it.
and reacquaint yourself with how everything in your environment is going to sound a little bit different. The first time you turn on the water faucet, it's going to sound different than you expect. You'll hear your footsteps, you'll hear your own voice differently. So really this week, just get comfortable with the equipment and the sound, and then starting next week, we'll really start to give you ideas of things to work on.
Oh, that'd be good. So, do I take it off at night to sleep?
You do. So you would treat it similarly to your hearing aid. So it goes on first thing in the morning and it comes off at bedtime.
Okay.
And certainly when you take it off, then you're not hearing any sound.
So, what did you have, like any wire and thing?
No, so right now you're connected to the computer because we're adjusting your sound. But before you leave today, we'll put the battery on the bottom. You're going to be getting a briefcase today that's full of all sorts of different parts. It's a bit overwhelming